everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's the first day I'm gonna actually get to test out the lighting that I have done in here, because for the last couple days I've been outside like all day, and you guys know there's the wildfires burning, and it's really not like the best to be outside in the fires all day. I'm like breathing it in. So I'm trying to keep everything closed today, keep myself in here and a little bit of what fresh air I have. Anyways, today we are back with more mods for the BRZ. Now I told you guys a while ago I wanted to do gear more towards performance for the BRZ, but I've been hooked up with a steering wheel from DND Performance, so I just can't resist showing this to you guys. I want to show you guys the D&D wheel, and then once it's in, I want to compare it to the knockoff wheel we have in the Civic, because a lot of you guys are like, oh, you're on the fence. There's a lot of you guys that are like, you need to take that wheel out, and there's a lot of you that are like, yeah, mine does that too, and it's perfectly fine. So I want to show you guys kind of the difference between a real wheel and a not so real wheel. D&D Performance is perfectly tailored to my audience. Now you guys like to see, not necessarily the cheapest things ever, but you like to see affordable mods. The leather race wheel is only $120 US, and it is like the nicest quality steering wheel I've felt in a long time. Ooh, check this out. So this is D&D's leather racing wheel. This thing is completely insane. Honestly, feels awesome in the hand. Like, it's a really nice wheel. It's got a nice little dish on it. And this is just a nice wheel. Like, as soon as I took this out of the package, I was like, oh my god. I went for the red stitching with the little red stripe here. You can actually have color combinations you can choose, but I chose this because it'll go with the red inside the BRZ. And we also have a quick release from D&D. You actually push it away from you to release the steering wheel, which is kind of cool. D&D does not yet make a short hub for the BRZ. However, they said they are about to release one in the next few months. So for the time being, I have just the NRG short hub, which is massively open in the back, and thanks to Birdie, we all know why. I'm stoked, and I just want to get right into this. The only thing that sucks is when you unplug the battery on this car, the throttle has to relearn itself, so the first little bit is like dead. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, what you're gonna want to do is, if you look, BRZ has like 3 holes like this in the steering wheel. And to my knowledge, you're just gonna want to stick a flathead screwdriver in there and push, and they should release the actual airbag from the steering wheel. Make sure you put this back on just enough that it'll catch the wheel from punching you in the head. There we go. Next thing we're gonna need is short hub, and these are the resistors for the airbag. I'm just gonna pop this out, because this is for the cruise control, and I don't need that anymore. All these do is literally just make sure you don't have an airbag light, because a lot of times people will put aftermarket steering wheels in and they get an airbag light, and it's because they don't have anything put in here. Just get the kit with the resistors. Not gonna lie, this may be something stupid to you guys, but this gave me issues. If you look on the resistor here, there's tiny little circles. Here, I'll take this out and show you. There's the tiny set of circles that the original plugs were in, and then underneath there's little slots. And I was shining a flashlight in there, and the only way I could see metal was in the circles. So I was trying to put these little resistor pieces inside the circles, but they kept falling out. So I actually just gave the car power. I've been trying to do this for like 10 minutes. I gave the car power, shoved these in different holes to see where they worked, and it turns out you can put them in the little rectangle holes even though it doesn't look like you should be able to. Just a tip for anybody that's trying and is like, why the hell do these keep falling out? So once you get the resistors back in, I plugged back in this harness for the cruise control, because I believe this is the horn button, because this has a little male adapter that would go right into here, and I would assume that that's for the horn, because nothing else would be for the horn. Now that the boring part is over, it's time for the money. This is actually like the thing I'm most excited to put on. I don't know why. Also, looking at this right now, I just totally played myself. There is no horn. I'm not sure what I grounded in there, but it wasn't the horn, because this does not have a horn. But now that this is on, alright, let's see if I can do this with one hand. Put this guy. Oh no, you need to push this right away. Ah! Oh no! Baby, this thing is so cool! Boys, check out how tight the steering wheel looks. This is like so perfect for this car. It's got the red stitching that goes with the red stitching. It's got the little red pinstripe up top. I'm gonna have to adjust this now, because sitting here, I see like this. I don't see any of my gauges. I used to see all my gauges. but that's just because the wheel diameter is smaller. Check this thing out. I'm so amped. And that's another reason when I put the shift knob in, told you I wanted the shift knob because it matched something I was getting. And this is like a nice gray. And then this is also a nice gray color on the quick release. And I thought they would go perfectly together. That's why I kind of kept this one on here. It sits right in my lap, like right in my lap, which is a little aggressive, but I think I'm gonna get over it because this is a beautiful wheel. But now I wanna show you guys what you're all waiting for, and that's comparing this to an actual knockoff wheel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the difference between these two wheels. So here we have the knockoff Nardi steering wheel that we got for the Civic, and here is our legit DND Performance steering wheel. Now, obviously these guys have a different quick release and stuff on the back. I don't want you to base anything I'm saying off of like what the quick release or anything that's behind the steering wheel looks like. We're doing a legit just steering wheel versus steering wheel comparison right now. First off, holding the DND steering wheel, it's just dreamy. A nice little grips on the back for your fingers, like it's got the little grooves in the steering wheel right here. Nice, and it feels nice. The whole thing is like very circular when you grab it. And you may be like, Robbie, steering wheels are circular. What I'm saying is, when you grab the Nardi steering wheel, it's not circular. It actually feels rectangular inside this. So when I grab it like this, like you can almost even see the definition if you get the right focus. Do you guys see how there's like a flat spot on there? It's not perfectly round. And when you grab it, you can feel that. It feels like it's flat on the top and it's not perfectly round all the way, whereas this one, when you grab it, feels nice and round and solid. Like this wheel, when you pick it up, feels solid. It's got some weight to it. It's a heavy, nice wheel. This thing, super light, super flimsy. Next, when you're looking at the forks on the D&D wheel, they are obviously straight, 2 across, 1 straight down. You look at the forks on this one, look how stupid it looks. Now that you're looking at it, look how stupid this looks. Literally, these are straight across, and this one's on an angle like this. Like if you put it straight up and down, look how stupid and on an angle that bottom thing is. That's not right. And there's also like, this is flatter than this one's rounder, this is flatter. Whatever, those are the minuscule ones. Now watch this. D&D steering wheel sits perfectly flat. This thing sits like it rocks, it moves back and forth because it's not flat. Like there's a space here, there's a huge one right here. Like the whole steering wheel is wobbly, just doesn't make any sense. And if you look at like the actual backing, it's on a slant this way, whereas this one is like rock solid, perfectly flat on the top. I think finally the most important thing to notice between like real and fake steering wheels, this steering wheel is like super solid. Like when I pull on it, nothing happens. Like there's absolutely no give. It feels nice, it feels solid. And when you spin it, it's gonna be perfectly flat because it's when you lay it on the table, it's perfectly flat. Pulling on it, like ripping on it, nothing is happening at all. However, when we're in the Civic, as much as I love the Civic and what it's becoming, if you want quality, you have to pay for it. So like, look at, just look when I pull on this steering wheel. That is not good. Like if I pull on this, if I really wanted to, I could rip this off. And it was good for the video and it made some good content, but we're boosting this car like this weekend, and I don't want this on here with boost because it's just gonna be too much. I'm gonna hurt myself or someone else with this wheel. And not only does it like flex like this when you pull on it, but when you turn, it starts up here. Like up here is leaning in and up here is coming towards you because of the fact that it's not flat. So when you turn, you're actually going like this with your hand because the steering wheel's not the same. The steering wheel sticks out way too far on the bottom and not enough on the top. Little baby steps. Once we turbo the Civic and we test that all out and we know like for sure we know what we're doing, then I want to boost this guy, but I want to practice on the Civic first. I have a car to practice on, why not practice? I can't believe I didn't just record this. I totally thought the camera was recording, but I didn't press the button all the way, I guess. It didn't work. So remember when I told you I connected that wire for the horn, but then I realized there was no horn? Well, psych! What I actually did was make the horn always be pressed. So I took off this cloth, and as soon as I connected the battery, the horn just blew, and I ran over here and I like fixed it all. I was talking to you guys the whole time, but I just realized now I didn't record any of it. But do not plug that stuff in. Do not plug it in. It's bad news. I want to take it for a little drive. I want to see how that pedal reacts now. I just really hope it's not bad, because I remember last time it was like such a big section of like dead pedal before you actually got to gas, and it was so annoying to drive it around for like the first week or so. Let's see how she does. It is so sharp. I'll show you what I'm talking about with the pedals. So like if you go to the gas right now, now that it's been reset, look how much travel the gas pedal has before anything happens. Like nothing's happening at all. Let me get you a nice zoom. There's nothing there. Like, watch how much gas you have to give it. It's like it's got to relearn where it starts and where it ends. It's just a pain to drive it. It's as if you're driving someone else's car all of a sudden. It's annoying. I'm unsure if there's like a real method on how to reset this. Basically what I'm doing right now is when I'm driving around, I'm just like putting it into a gear and then going from no gas to all the way on the gas to try and make it learn like where it starts and ends. So like right now, nothing was at the front. So I put it in like a higher gear, that way I'm not flooring it everywhere. So I just go no gas, all the way to matted, and back off. I don't know how to do it, that's just what I do. But besides that, the steering wheel still feels awesome. I'm excited that I made this decision. If you guys are currently unaware, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably should, because Instagram sees everything first. So we got the turbo kit for the Civic right here in this little box. I hope you guys are super stoked for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is all I'm really gonna have for you guys today. I hope that helped you out, like with a comparison, what you get with a shitty cheap wheel versus a real good wheel. But that's kind of what the Civic's all about, is the budget parts. So we're just seeing how they work and testing them all out and showing you guys how it all happens. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you that comes back and watches these videos 3 times a week. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out and stay committed.